And in the kitchen, I decide to pull back the range because it's on the back side of the bathroom. And when I do that, it is just top to bottom black behind there. And it's a white
Behind the range?
Behind the range. It's a white wall.
All right, welcome back to another edition of Trades Talk. I'm Ray Walsh with Alachua Home Pros. Today we have Aaron from Mold Solutions of Gainesville.
Yep.
Welcome back.
Yep.
This is going to be a disgusting topic, I think.
I mean,
mold in itself, not necessarily disgusting, maybe disturbing. Go down there. But what I want to know is if you get phone calls and people aren't feeling great in the house, or they suspect some allergy issues or whatever, and they're like, maybe it's mold, and come out and you assess it. Where's the most common places that you're finding this?
I'd say the most common places that we find mold are going to be within the AC system itself, either on the registers and vents, but really in the AC closet, because it's a unit that's condensating, getting sweaty and wet in there, not a lot of airflow, and a lot of times there's a space between where the ducting goes into the house and it's pulling air from outside, things of that nature. And people also just don't look in your AC closet a lot.
You don't really go in there and clean it on a regular basis or anything like that. So,
whereas your bathroom, that's another common place you find it, but you're in your bathroom every day.
right.
Hopefully.
I wouldn't be shocked to walk into my shower and see a little mold in the tile, but if I opened up the closet, it could be furries
Maybe.
growing. All right, well, that was softball. Where's the most uncommon place you came in? You could not find it, could not find it, and then finally was like, oh, wow.
We had one job where we had a call. They had a mold assessor come out first. They said there was mold in the air and they couldn't really find the source though. They just said it was in the air from a past leak or something. And we come out there and I can smell it. I walk in and I've been doing this a little bit. And I'm looking and in the kitchen, I decide to pull back the range because it's on the back side of the bathroom. And when I do that, it is just top to bottom black behind there, and it's a white
Behind the range?
Behind the range, it's a white wall.
It's not a range that has a pot filler on it.
It is, someone did an improper plumbing. It went just straight through the wall and didn't go into the wall and actually put their joints in properly and stuff. So it just had a very slow pinhole leak, drip every couple seconds, and that just adds to a big problem over time for sure.
Furries growing behind where they're cooking their...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they got their food going there, all that, and you could poke your whole finger right through the drywall.
So what led you to find that? I would not have thought to pull the range.
Well, the report had a particular type of mold that would be commonly found in a bathroom because it's a wet area a lot of times.
And you said the bathroom was on the other side.
I said, well, let me check the other side of this wall, and on the other side was the kitchen and cabinets. I mean, we can't really move the kitchen cabinets, but I can move the range. So I did that, and boom, lo and behold, it was in spades behind there.
So what did you do?
So we just talked to the client and got them signed up and took care of it for them.
You have to demo the whole kitchen? Or?
That was what that called for. Is we had to demo the whole kitchen. They got with their insurance, and we helped them with that process and everything as well. And once we were done, they had a clear testing on the end and a clean bill of health for the house. And a new kitchen.
I guess if there's a silver lining, if I ever wanted to remodel my kitchen, that was the time.
Exactly.
All right. So that was something that was really the bathroom on the other side,
right,
causing
correct
an issue in the kitchen. So what type of mold was it?
It was Stachybotrys. It's one of the four, we call them zero tolerance molds. Stachybotrys is the most common, what they refer as to a black mold, or
the stuff that gets you sick. And
the stuff that gets you sick.
Some people could die from.
Overexposure, and especially with sensitivities and time, and especially like kids or elderly, it can definitely give you respiratory constraints and just really mess with your brain chemistry, all sorts of stuff.
But like you said, that was odd.
That was
probably
an
the
odd
only
one.
place you found that ever.
Yeah, that was weird that we found it behind the range like that.
But maybe behind a refrigerator that has an ice maker attached?
Very common as well.
So let's go back to the air handler closet or the AC. What do you do there?
Well, depending on, a test is really good then, because that tells us whether or not we can sanitize and clean the area or whether we have to demo. So if we do an air test and find out it's that Stachybotrys or something, then we have to do a demo per industry guidelines and for health reasons as well. And then, but if it's something we can wipe down and clean, we can do that as well with our cleaners and special chemicals and everything. And then if we have to demo, then we have to call someone like yourself to help us because we can't take the AC handler out, but so we have to call someone like yourself to come out, take it out for us. And
Is there any way to prevent that? Or is that just the nature of the beast, like a bathroom shower?
There's a couple things. First is having a good, well-designed AC in home and space. That's a good one. I went to our mutual friend the other day, went to his house to check it out, and his AC closet was sparkling clean because he had air supply back into that room. A lot of AC closets don't have air returns or anything like that. So
Right.
Then we also have a preventative that can be sprayed before you get the AC installed or after and stuff like that. So that'll give you lasting protection over the years against mold.
All right. Well, that at least now we all know where to go look. Open that closet that no one ever looks.
Exactly. Look up.
Look up.
Look up.
Back, shine a light around.
Use a
When
flashlight.
in doubt, call somebody in. I think the concern with that, like you said, if it's sucking, the whole purpose of that appliance
Right.
is to suck air in and equally distribute it all
Right.
throughout your house.
Yes.
And if the air that they're sucking in is a problem, it gets equally distributed all throughout
All
the
throughout your house, exactly. So then if you have an environment somewhere else in your house that is it's wet, it's dark, it's
Utility rooms,
exactly.
bathrooms.
If you have another, so even just say you spill a glass of soda in the back corner of your room or something, carpet. If you have a systemic problem like that, it can lead to it popping up in other places. And that's usually what we find. Usually they find, clients will call finding it in a weird place, or, hey, I found this in my closet or whatever, and then that's where it's been reintroduced into it. So we go find the source, which is a lot of times the AC closet.
Well, you got homework. What I want you to do is, as you find these weird and unusual things, I want you to film it, and we're going to come back and talk about
Definitely
it.
do that.
That's the fun stuff. The thing.
Yeah.
It's not common for everybody, but hey, you found it. I'm going to go look behind my stove when we're done here, just in case. But until then, that has been Alachua Home Pros Trade Talk.